Walter Bruce Willis, born March 19, 1955, is a retired American actor. He achieved fame with a leading role on the comedy-drama series Moonlighting, 1985–1989, and appeared in over 100 films, gaining recognition as an action hero after his portrayal of John McClane in the Die Hard franchise, 1988–2013, and other roles. As a singer, Willis released his debut album, The Return of Bruno, in 1987, followed by two more albums in 1989 and 2001. He made his Broadway debut in the stage adaptation of Misery in 2015. Willis has received various accolades throughout his career, including a Golden Globe Award, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, and 2 People's Choice Awards. He received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2006. Films featuring Willis have grossed between $2.64 billion and $3.05 billion at North American box offices, making him in 2010 the 8th highest-grossing leading actor. Walter Bruce Willis was born in Eder Oberstein, West Germany, on March 19, 1955. His mother, Marlene, was German, from Kassel. His father, David Willis, was an American soldier. Willis has a younger sister, Florence, and 2 younger brothers, Robert, deceased, and David. Willis, who spoke with a stutter, attended Penns Grove High School, where his schoolmates nicknamed him Buck Buck. He joined the drama club, found that acting on stage reduced his stutter, and was eventually elected student council president. After graduating from high school in 1973, Willis worked as a security guard at the Salem nuclear power plant and transported crew members at the DuPont Chambers Works factory in Deepwater, New Jersey. After working as a private investigator, a role he would later play in the comedy-drama series Moonlighting and the action-comedy film The Last Boy Scout, he turned to acting. Career. Willis was cast as David Addison Jr. in the television series Moonlighting, 1985–1989, competing against 3,000 other actors for the position. His starring role in Moonlighting, opposite Sybil Shepherd, helped to establish him as a comedic actor. During the show's 5 seasons, he won an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series and a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Television Series Musical or Comedy. Willis had his first lead role in a feature film in the 1987 Blake Edwards film Blind Date, with Kim Basinger and John Larroquette. Edwards cast him again to play the real-life cowboy actor Tom Mix in Sunset, 1988. However, it was his unexpected turn in the film Die Hard, 1988, as John McClane that catapulted him to movie star and action hero status. He performed most of his own stunts in the film, and the film grossed $138,708,852 worldwide. In the late 1980s, Willis enjoyed moderate success as a recording artist, recording an album of pop blues, The Return of Bruno, which included the hit single, Respect Yourself, featuring the Pointer Sisters. The LP was promoted by a Spinal Tap-like rockumentary parody featuring scenes of Willis performing at famous events including Woodstock. He released a version of the Drifters song, Under the Boardwalk, as a second single. It reached number 2 on the UK singles chart, but was less successful in the US. Willis returned to the recording studio several times. 1990s, Die Hard sequels, Pulp Fiction and dramatic roles. Having acquired major personal success and pop culture influence playing John McClane in Die Hard, Willis reprised his role in the sequels Die Hard 2, 1990, and Die Hard with a Vengeance, 1995. These first 3 installments in the Die Hard series grossed over $700 million internationally and propelled Willis to the first rank of Hollywood action stars. He gained more success with Striking Distance, 1993, but flopped again with Color of Night, 1994. It was savaged by critics but did well in the home video market and became one of the top 20 most rented films in the United States in 1995. Maxim also ranked his sex scene in the film as the best in film history. In 1994, Willis also had a leading role in one part of Quentin Tarantino's acclaimed Pulp Fiction. The film's success gave a boost to his career, and he starred alongside his Look Who's Talking co-star John Travolta. In 1996, He was the executive producer and star of the cartoon Bruno the Kid, which featured a CGI representation of himself. That same year, he starred in Mike Judge's animated film Beavis and Butt-Head Do America with his then-wife Demi Moore. In the movie, he plays a drunken criminal named Muddy Grimes, who mistakenly sends Judge's titular characters to kill his wife, Dallas, voiced by Moore. He then played the lead roles in 12 Monkeys, 1995, and The Fifth Element, 1997. However, by the end of the 1990s his career had fallen into another slump with critically panned films like The Jackal, which despite negative reviews was a box office hit, Mercury Rising, and Breakfast of Champions, as well as the implosion of the production of Broadway Brawler. The same year his voice and likeness were featured in the PlayStation video game Apocalypse. In 1999, Willis played the starring role in M. Night Shyamalan's film The Sixth Sense, which was both a commercial and critical success. 2000s. Willis, after a ceremony where he was named Hasty Pudding Theatrical's Man of the Year in 2002. In 2000, Willis won an Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series for his work on Friends, in which he played the father of Ross Geller's much younger girlfriend. He was also nominated for a 2001 American Comedy Award, in the Funniest Male Guest Appearance in a TV Series category, for his work on Friends. Also in 2000, Willis played Jimmy, the Tulip, Tedeschi in The Whole Nine Yards alongside Matthew Perry. Willis was originally cast as Terry Benedict in Ocean's 11, 2001, but dropped out to work on recording an album. In the sequel, Ocean's 12, 2004, he makes a cameo appearance as himself. In 2005, he appeared in the film adaptation of Sin City. In 2006, he lent his voice as RJ the Raccoon in Over the Hedge. In 2007, he appeared in the Planet Terror half of the double feature Grindhouse as the villain, a mutant soldier. This marked Willis's second collaboration with the director Robert Rodriguez, following Sin City. Willis appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman several times throughout his career. He filled in for an ill David Letterman on his show on February 26, 2003, when he was supposed to be a guest. On many of his appearances on the show, Willis staged elaborate jokes, such as wearing a day-glow orange suit in honor of the Central Park gates, having one side of his face made up with simulated birdshot wounds after the Harry Whittington shooting, or trying to break a record, a parody of David Blaine, of staying underwater for only 20 seconds. On April 12, 2007, he appeared again, this time wearing a Sanjaya Malakar wig. On his June 25, 2007, appearance, he wore a mini wind turbine on his head to accompany a joke about his own fictional documentary titled An Unappealing Hunch, a wordplay on an inconvenient truth. Willis also appeared in Japanese Subaru Legacy television commercials. Tying in with this, Subaru did a limited run of Legacies, badged Subaru Legacy Touring Bruce, in honor of Willis. Willis has appeared in 5 films with Samuel L. Jackson: National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1, Pulp Fiction, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Unbreakable, and Glass, and both actors were slated to work together in Blackwater Transit, before dropping out. Willis also worked with his eldest daughter, Rumer, in the 2005 film Hostage. In 2007, he appeared in the thriller Perfect Stranger, opposite Halle Berry, the crime-drama film Alpha Dog, opposite Sharon Stone, and reprised his role as John McClane in Live Free or Die Hard. Subsequently, he appeared in the films What Just Happened and Surrogates, based on the comic book of the same name. Willis was slated to play U.S. Army General William R. Pierce in director Oliver Stone's Pinkful, a drama about the investigation of the 1968 My Lai massacre. However, due to the 2007 Writers Guild of America strike, the film was canceled. Willis appeared on the 2008 Blues Traveler album North Hollywood Shootout, giving a spoken-word performance over an instrumental blues rock jam on the track, Free Willis, Ruminations from Behind Uncle Bob's Machine Shop. In early 2009, he appeared in an advertising campaign to publicize the insurance company Norwich Union's change of name to Aviva. 2010s. As of 2010, Willis was the 8th highest grossing actor in a leading role and 12th highest including supporting roles. Willis starred with Tracy Morgan in the 2010 comedy Cop Out, directed by Kevin Smith, about two police detectives investigating the theft of a baseball card. Willis appeared in the music video for the song, Stylo, by Gorillaz. Also in 2010, he appeared in a cameo with the former Planet Hollywood co-owners and 80s action stars Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the film The Expendables. Willis played the role of CIA agent, Mr. Church. It was the first time the three action stars had appeared on screen together. Although the scene featuring the three was short, it was one of the most highly anticipated scenes in the film. The trio filmed their scene in an empty church on October 24, 2009. Willis next starred in Red, an adaptation of the comic book miniseries of the same name, in which he portrayed Frank Moses. The film was released on October 15, 2010. Willis starred alongside Bill Murray, Edward Norton, and Frances McDormand in Moonrise Kingdom, 2012. Filming took place in Rhode Island under the direction of Wes Anderson, Indiana, 2011. Willis returned, in an expanded role, in The Expendables 2, 2012. He appeared alongside Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the sci-fi action film Looper, 2012, as the older version of Gordon-Levitt's character, Joe. Willis teamed up with 50 Cent in a film directed by David Barrett called Fire with Fire, starring opposite Josh Duhamel and Rosario Dawson, about a fireman who must save the love of his life. Willis also joined Vince Vaughn and Catherine Zeta-Jones in Lay the Favorite, directed by Stephen Frears, about a Las Vegas cocktail waitress who becomes an elite professional gambler. The two films were distributed by Lionsgate Entertainment. Willis reprised his most famous role, John McClane, for a fifth time, starring in A Good Day to Die Hard, which was released on February 14, 2013. In an interview, Willis said, "I have a warm spot in my heart for Die Hard. It's just the sheer novelty of being able to play the same character over 25 years and still be asked back is fun. It's much more challenging to have to do a film again and try to compete with myself, which is what I do in Die Hard. I try to improve my work every time." On October 12, 2013, Willis hosted Saturday Night Live with Katy Perry as a musical guest. In 2015, Willis made his Broadway debut in William Goldman's adaptation of Stephen King's novel Misery opposite Laurie Metcalf at the Broadhurst Theatre. His performance was generally panned by critics, who called it vacant and inert. Willis was the subject of a roast by Comedy Central in a program broadcast on July 29, 2018. Willis played himself in a cameo in the 2019 film The Lego Movie 2, the second part. 2020s, critical decline, health problems and retirement. In the final years of his career, Willis starred in many low-budget independent thrillers and science fiction films. He worked primarily with the production companies Emmett, Furla Oasis, headed by Randall Emmett, and 308 Entertainment Inc., headed by Corey Large. Emmett, Furla Oasis produced 20 films starring Willis. Described by Chris Nashawati of Esquire as a profitable safe harbor for older actors, similar to The Expendables, most of the films were released direct-to-video and were widely panned. Willis would often earn $2 million for 2 days' work, with an average of 15 minutes screen time per film. He nonetheless featured heavily in the film's promotional materials, earning them the derogatory nickname, Geezer Teasers. Those working on the films later said Willis appeared confused, did not understand why he was there and had to be fed lines through an earpiece. Days before Willis was scheduled to arrive on set for Out of Death, 2021, the screenwriter was instructed to reduce his role and abbreviate his dialogue, and the director, Mike Burns, was told to complete all of Willis's scenes in a single day of filming. The Golden Raspberry Awards, an annual award for the year's worst films and performances, created a dedicated category, the worst Bruce Willis performance in a 2021 movie, for his roles in 8 films released that year. On March 30, 2022, Willis's family announced that he was retiring because he had been diagnosed with aphasia, a disorder typically caused by damage to the area of the brain that controls language expression and comprehension. The Golden Raspberry Awards retracted its Willis category, saying it was inappropriate to award a Golden Raspberry to someone whose performance was affected by a medical condition. At the time of his retirement, Willis had completed 11 films awaiting release. On February 16, 2023, Willis's family announced that he had been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. In a statement, the family said that Willis's condition had progressed, and that challenges with communication are just one symptom of the disease. His family also stated, "Today there are no treatments for the disease, a reality that we hope can change in the years ahead." As Bruce's condition advances, we hope that any media attention can be focused on shining a light on this disease that needs far more awareness and research. Business activities. Willis owns houses in Los Angeles and Penns Grove, New Jersey. He also rents apartments at Trump Tower and in Riverside South, Manhattan. In 2000, Willis and his business partner Arnold Rifkin started a motion picture production company called Cheyenne Enterprises. He left the company to be run solely by Rifkin in 2007 after Live Free or Die Hard. He also owns several small businesses in Hailey, Idaho, including the Mint Bar and the Liberty Theater, and was one of the first promoters of Planet Hollywood, with actors Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. Willis and the other actors were paid for their appearances and endorsements through an employee stock ownership plan. In 2009, Willis signed a contract to become the international face of Belvedere Saaz Sobieski Vodka in exchange for 3.3% ownership in the company. Personal life. Willis's acting role models are Gary Cooper, Robert De Niro, Steve McQueen, and John Wayne. He is left-handed. He resides in the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles with his family. At the premiere for the film Stakeout, Willis met actress Demi Moore. They married on November 21, 1987, and had 3 daughters, including Rumer, who was born in August 1988. Willis and Moore announced their separation on June 24, 1998. They filed for divorce on October 18, 2000, and the divorce was finalized later that day. Regarding the divorce, Willis stated, "I felt I had failed as a father and a husband by not being able to make it work." He credited actor Will Smith for helping him cope with the situation. He has maintained a close friendship with both Moore and her subsequent husband, actor Ashton Kutcher, and attended their wedding. Willis was engaged to actress Brooke Burns until they broke up in 2004 after 10 months together. He married model Emma Hemming in Turks and Caicos on March 21, 2009. Guests included his 3 daughters, as well as Moore and Kutcher. The ceremony was not legally binding, so the couple wed again in a civil ceremony in Beverly Hills 6 days later. The couple has 2 daughters, one born in 2012 and another born in 2014. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.